What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table, we have another Game of Thrones: A Card Game 2nd Edition video for you. Brought to you by these awesome supporters of the channel. If you'd like to donate, you can do so at patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table. In this one, we have Robbie playing Martell Fealty. We have Jeff playing Night's Watch, House of the Red Door, The God's Eye. See Jeff on the left, Robbie on the right. On the Night's Watch side, we have Samuel Tarly and a Messenger Raven set up. And, of course, the God's Eye starting down there as the chosen location of House of the Red Door. And on the other side, we have a Blood Orange Grove. And I'm not sure what the other location is there. And we have Tyene, of course, there. Ready to throw some poison around. So it looks like it's Hellholt down there on the Martell side. The 2-cost unique location on Loyal, Dorne, House Uller, and Stronghold. Reaction: after you lose a challenge by 5 or more strength, Hellholt gains 1 power. And we have March to the Wall flipped into the Long Plan. And of course the Messenger Raven marched away. Tyene's gone just like that. Saw that one coming.
You may go first. I will join you.
And then I just had to look up the newer Samuel Tarly there. He's got, while Samuel Tarly is participating in a challenge, treat each other participating non-steward character as if its printed text box were blank except for traits. So I have a feeling this is a steward-themed deck here. Playing around with reserve, hence the God's Eye out there, given the +1 reserve bump, not to mention the gold. Maybe some Rat Cook mixed in there using these stewards. Looks like we have another Blood Orange Grove. Both of them are being used to get a Palace Spearman into play. Martell player going first, though. That Palace Spearman will not have an intrigue icon at this time. And a Desert Scavenger. And saving a gold on the Martell side. Passing over to the Night's Watch player for his marshalling.
I've got 5 gold.
So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Always helps the channel out while we wait for Jeff to marshal here. Hit that like button if you want to see more Game of Thrones and help other people find the channel.
Not ideal, but we'll do that. 2. One on there. 2. And got 7 cards in hand. Oh, that's right.
So we see Sweet Donald Hill out there, the steward. I'm just not sure who the character in the middle is, but I will find out shortly.
Power 1.
Looks like it's Gilly, a wildling, bestow 3. Discard 1 gold from Gilly to choose a steward character you control. Until the end of the phase, that character gains stealth. I'm seeing a synergy here.
Yeah,
Unopposed military going through with the Palace Spearman, getting another unopposed.
Unfortunately, didn't want to lose that game, but
And unopposed power. Looks like what went through there, but no power to claim, of course. And now the Night's Watch player doing a power challenge of his own with Gilly. Stealing one of those power back. And most likely an intrigue with Samuel, but maybe not.
gold.
He doesn't want to give more gold to the Martell player that just got one off the long plan.
Got money. They'll win it.
Yeah, he'll take an intrigue.
So you don't have any coins left, so you have nothing for dominance?
Looks like he has a Vengeance for Ilya in hand he's debating on using here. Oh.
Go unopposed.
So no defenders. He's going to kneel his faction card as a reaction.
For you to play it for I take claim from you.
Oh, it is a Martell Fealty deck. By the way, Robbie did not remember his agenda this day. But he still melts his faction card for Fealty, so just keep that in mind. He is running Fealty.
Jon Snow.
It's not the card was going to discard.
And he grabs Court Jon Snow out of the hand of the Night's Watch player there.
Unfortunately.
Turns the intrigue claim back on him using Vengeance for Ilya. And he loses a challenge, so he does get another goal. He's back up to 2 on the Martell side. And takes dominance.
What will you use? I'll do this.
Varus Riddle into summons. Nice hit on the Varus Riddle. They're both going to get to search their top 10 cards looking for a character.
Your pot or my pot?
And the Nice Watch player just chooses an initiative here.
You want your
Or, sorry, who goes first?
Well, I'm first place. Mine would go first.
You choose. It's your choice.
It's my choice?
Yeah. So if you want, I can summon first.
So the Martell players the Nice Watch players chosen the Martell player to go first. So it's the Martell player's choice on who is going to do their summons action first.
We'll say I'll go first.
Okay.
And the Martell player has chosen himself. He's stuck in the Red Viper, the new Red Viper.
Something make me regret that.
See if I can get Jon Snow back.
Intrigue of 6.
Jon Snow is back.
Oh, but he's in your hand at least. There's a tip off a dupe, maybe.
Yeah.
And we see Jon Snow, Court Jon Snow again. He this time searched with summons. Or retrieved, I guess, with summons.
6 gold plus 2 reducers and loyal. You don't count it all after I. You know,
Oh, you can cut your full.
no, I don't count it. I only cut it one time in the beginning. So it's like, okay, we can go. You know?
Okay, I'm good.
I don't see. Okay.
6 gold.
Okay, so
you're first.
Yeah, I'm first. So 1.
Draw 2.
I did draw my 2. 1. Okay, I'll count income for 4. Okay,
So Martell player doing his marshalling here.
4, 5, 6. 4
And there's the Red Viper. He just grabbed his summons.
Oh, it's that Red Viper.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we see Sun Spear put into play there. That's the one that bumps your claim up on a challenge that you've just lost for that challenge type. Well, it won't do much here since the Martell player is going first. And we have a Dornish Fiefdoms put into play there, gaining a gold back. And a Desert Scavenger. So no gold left on the Martell side. Over to the Night's Watch player for his marshalling. And we have Satin.
No, it's not the 4-cent red Viper. That's the altered edition with the one eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you know that. Is this the new one that I figured most people were using? Yeah.
Tom uses the other one.
Yeah.
That's all selling for.
4 gold saved on the Night's Watch side. He's passing over to the Martell player so he can start his challenges.
Some good for.
Well then.
So we have power coming in with the Desert Scavenger. 1 strength.
And he doesn't count defense unless you have at least 2.
It's only when he's attacking. He doesn't
Yeah.
count defense if you have less than 2 icons.
Yeah.
So 1 icon.
Other posts.
So no defenders on the power challenge. Martell player now up to 4 power. Night's Watch player sitting at 2.
War attack.
Military.
Military. Yeah.
Okay, 4. After military.
I know they all have war
So,
icons.
they all have military icons.
So we have Sir Alistair Thorne there jumping in off ambush.
All defensive for 6. But he's already defending.
Yeah, he's already.
Because he gets blank.
Comes in play.
He becomes blank as soon as I'm defending with both, but he's already defending, so he doesn't stop defending. But now he's not blanking.
Run that war attack, and now you can stealth him out and do something. So I'll just intrigue attack and try to get on sale.
I'll defend. He's got military gun.
Yep.
So you will win.
Yep. So flame and then down.
See if you get. So you can get Jon Snow again.
Oh!
So an intrigue challenge here. And the Martell player wins it. Jeff makes the Night's Watch player, Jeff, makes a funny remark like, hey, you can get Jon Snow again. And, of course, that's the target that's grabbed there.
The reaction to him kneeling, I'm going to stand him.
And now I think we have an...
So, you're done?
I'm finished, yeah.
I am not sure what's going on here.
Somewhere tie.
So now a power challenge with Gilly. Looks like Sam got stood with Satin there. He's going to come out on his intrigue challenge. And grabs Nymeria.
Dominance? Tied?
0-0, yeah.
And nobody takes dominance. Night's Watch player sitting at 5 power. The Martell player sitting at 3.
Cool.
So we have trade routes into retaliation. So the Night's Watch player is forced to go first. And he's going to take advantage of the pile of locations over on the Martell side, but only has 1 on his side.
So you are 4 and I am 7. Oh, try 2. Cool. Gathers. You're gonna play your.
So now marshalling, we have a Night Gathers played. So Nymeria is going to get played out of the discard pile of his opponent,
Forever.
since he does have more reserve than the Martell player.
I'm just gonna read this one.
Yeah. Three. White tree.
And a little bit of choke put on the board in the white tree.
So,
And of course, it's going to be used right away to steal gold as the Martell player counts income.
I'll yield this to take another 2.
But he does get 2 gold off his Dornish fiefdom since he is going second. And he's going to be hitting back with a juicy 2 claim. Maybe 3 if he can get Sun Spear going.
Does he know attachments? Nope.
No.
So Harmon Uller put into play there with a dupe. We have a Milk of the Poppy thrown on Sir Alistair Thorne. Stop him from giving out military icons, I believe is his shtick. Martell player having Red Viper on the board definitely does want to limit icon creation in the Night's Watch and use their monocons against them, I'm sure. So it sounds like the Night's Watch player choosing his Nymeria target here in pre-challenges. And he stole the Intrigue icon off the Red Viper and then does an Intrigue challenge for 4 strength. That'll go unopposed. Grabs an Attainted. So no Sun Spear used there. I'm sure he wants to save it for military.
Yeah.
And Jeff passes. He decides he doesn't want to get hit with that Sun Spear, so he's just going to let the Martell player do his challenges here and try to defend as best he can. So from playing Martell in first edition, this seems like a lose to win kind of deck here that Robbie has put together. And if you've forced your opponent not to do challenges against you because he's afraid of getting hit back, you're in a good spot. And if he comes aggressively at you and you start benefiting off of it, you're also in a good spot. So I like the rock and a hard place that he's put together here. The Night's Watch player not sure what to do.
Power challenge for
6 strength power challenge coming in here with Harmon Uller and 2 Desert Scavengers. Gilly's going to block the unopposed.
1, 2.
It should be 2 claim. Yep, there. Jeff realized took the second power off, down to 4 power on the Night's Watch side. Up to 6, I believe, on the Martell side with the power on the Red Viper there, too.
You don't have a lot of war icons, but I can.
So remember that Palace Spearman does have an Intrigue icon, so he still can do all 3 challenges here.
Pardon me?
I've got an action.
Okay.
I'll look for
So he's played the Watch as need. He's named Steward.
7 on the.
So he's going to look at, I believe, the top 7 cards based on his reserve. Grab as many Stewards as he finds. Throws them in hand. Looks like he found 2 of them there.
Discarded them twice. You get the third copy of it.
Yeah.
no, I just won that power. He's got renown.
So you just remember the renown on Harmon Mueller there. Almost forgot it.
And then I will more attack.
So military with both the Palace Spearman and the Red Viper. And Stralis Thorin's going to oppose.
Renown to win.
A claim of 2 here. Red Viper gets a power. Amiri dies.
Still good.
And Gilly dies.
Waste the coin.
Dominance to me.
You win dominance, yeah.
And Dominus goes to the Night's Watch player. Not sure if he's above reserve now.
7.
No, he is exactly at reserve. Even after drawing those cards there. But I guess Intrigue and playing the event kind of evens that out. So I believe the Martell player is at 8 power, 5 power on the Night's Watch side.
Wait.
And Gossip and Lies played into For the Watch. So For the Watch, the first challenge by the Martell player is just going to fizzle and burn. But Gossip and Lies, I think the first intrigue the Martell player initiates, he doesn't have to kneel anybody who's attacking. I believe is basically what that plot does.
I'll go first. Okay. 5 gold.
And Night's Watch player going first. And we have another watch as need, looking for stewards. Another 7 reserve search there. And this time finds another 2. So the Night's Watch player has found lots of stewards. He just needs to get them on the board together so they all start working together. They don't do much in the hand, but he's only has 4 gold left to work with. So he's going to have to hold some, maybe lose some to reserve here. So practice played on Satin. Just giving him a military icon, 2 icons now.
I was just saying war icon, I don't know why. It's military.
And it looks like a dragon glass dagger on Samuel Tarley. And long claw on Samuel Tarley. So looks like he's just trying to dump cheap attachments out of hand here to try to get down under reserve to not lose cards. So over to the Martell player, going to dupe up the Red Viper. And the Arion's out in play now. And saving 2 gold on the Martell side. So 5 strength intrigue with Samuel Tarley to start. And I think the white tree trigger was missed there by the Night's Watch player.
Claim?
Actually, I have an action window before claim. Yeah. So before claim, I will spend 1 coin and ambush in this bastard.
So Bastard Daughter jumping in using action before determining challenge winner, I guess there is what Robbie's trying to do. So using Harmon Uller.
You could have done that, but
I was a little late.
yeah, please go ahead. It's fine. So no claim.
And I think that was the last card in Robbie's hand, so no claim there. Samuel gets renowned, though, thanks to Long Claw.
I will. I'll let you go ahead.
And that's it for challenges for the Night's Watch player. Over to the Martell player. Let's see if he remembers for the watch. And he does, just as a military of 1 strength. No defenders, and that fizzles due to for the watch.
Yeah, no.
Of course, he doesn't do his intrigue or his power.
But you do get unopposed.
I get the unopposed power? Really?
You're still unopposed.
I said, wait, there is no winner. So, like, how can it be unopposed?
Oh yeah, unopposed. You're right.
So yeah, they try to, the Night's Watch player, Jeff, there thought that the Martell player still gets unopposed, but there's actually no unopposed because the challenge, there's no winner. The challenge just kind of ends.
Okay. I will defend. Get my phantom card, which I never.
So now I think it's the all-in intrigue, I think is what's happening here. And we have 5 defense here with Dolorous Ed jumping into play.
No, I only oppose for
And,
two. I'm not going to oppose with this guy.
No, he comes in out as a defender.
Yeah.
so yes, Dolorous Ed is defending. I think Jeff forgot what his ability did there, but he does come in defending with Satin. And since Satin kneels, it stands up Samuel Tarley.
So, claim.
And we have a Renown on the Red Viper.
And then I will power challenge you with these 2.
And then Power Challenge with Harmony Uller and the Red Viper. And Sir Alistair Thorne's going to block the unopposed.
So with opposed, so I get 1 claim and 2 reasons.
You've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay.
Sounds like the Martell player's at 12 power.
Oh, no. You get down.
6,
Yeah, you get down.
7.
And Dominus goes to the Martell player.
You got 2.
So he's at 13, I believe.
One specific card.
So I think if he just tries to go for winning initiative here on the Martell side, he can just try to push an all-in power challenge and close it out.
Cool.
And it looks like he was trying to do it with Wildfire with the 7 initiative, but does hit a retaliation, which forces him to go first no matter what. Slims the boards down here.
Draw 2. I didn't get the card I wanted. Oh,
And we've got the white tree triggered here to steal a gold.
I forgot to last time for next week. Okay, so I take another one, and I got these 2. So, what I would do is I'm going to kneel this, pay 3 for Dark Star.
And Juicy Dark Star is in play with some stealth and a Desert Scavenger. And Samuel gets a dupe on the other side.
6 gold.
It's frustrating to play against
7
you
gold.
because I have nothing in the military.
Military. Military. Military 4. Play one and two.
Oh, so how many say this one?
So I think unless he has a Nightmares, the Nightmares one of the Renown, I don't think he's going to be able to stop this here. He still has some gold. Let's see what he marshals.
Well, that wasn't just a killer. That was like, and then also it was kind of
It looks like Bowen Marsh put into play, and a Stewart at the wall.
War attack, you still
So military with a Dark Star, stealthing past Alistair Thorne, which should go unopposed.
Does he have renown?
He doesn't have renown, no.
That goes unopposed, putting him at 14.
Oh yeah, and taking away his power icon.
And Power Icon gone off Sir Alistair Thorne,
Yeah, because he takes
which only leaves Bowen Marsh, and Jeff realizes it's over. He has no way of stopping the 2 Renown. And that's it. So tons more Thrones coming up on the channel, guys. So subscribe, stay tuned, hit the like button if you want to see more Thrones. Also, come check out our Gloomhaven playthrough. We're doing a campaign run. Could be playing that for the next year or so. It's the #1 game right now on BoardGameGeek.com, so you guys should check that out. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next one.